I'm Michael Bolder, and I'm a strategist, and I use strategies to help people overcome difficult problems in their life and help them achieve their goals faster and easier than ever before. And today we're going to talk about how to motivate other people. And one of the major lessons that I received about motivation is when my coach motivated me. And I remember having this conversation on the phone with him, and he's asking me, what's your outcome? And I told him I want to make $10,000 per month. That was my goal. And more importantly, it was what he did next that really activated my motivation. Because on the phone, he had me imagine, all the things I needed to do to achieve that outcome. And then at the end, he says, now that you've achieved your outcome, what is it that made it worth it for you? Meaning, what benefit did you receive that makes making $10,000 per month so important to you? And I remember thinking to myself, in fact, a tear came down my eye, and I remember thinking, because I want to provide a great lifestyle for my son. I want to be a great dad to my son. And that was a very powerful motivation for me to achieve my goal of making $10,000 per month. In fact, I didn't even achieve $10,000 per month. I surpassed that goal. I went from $4,000 per month income to making $24,000, a 600% increase in my income within only 30 days. So after achieving such drastic results in my own life, I realized I had found a very powerful strategy on how to motivate other people. So let me just share with you step by step on how you can do that and how you can motivate other people, maybe your kids or the people who work for you, or if anyone you want to motivate. Here's how you do it. First step, always find out what they want. You can do that with asking two simple questions. One, what do you want? What's your outcome? If you want to motivate somebody, find out what they want first. Because here's what this means. When we know our outcome, it means there's desire there, isn't there? People have outcome or a goal because they want that goal. There's already an existing desire. Or two, ask them, what's most important to you in this context? What's most important to you in your job? When I published my first book in Japan, I met with the publisher and I asked him, what's most important to you when you're working with an author? And he shared their values to me, and I was able to make a win-win agreement because I knew what they wanted, you see, and that's the key. And that's step one. Just by clarifying their outcome, you've achieved already a lot about how to motivate other people. But it's not enough. Just like my coach kept on going and asking, why do you want to achieve this goal? Why do you want to make $10,000 per month? And that's the key. 80% of success is motivation, not the goal itself. Some people say, I want to be a millionaire, but that don't mean nothing. You have to know why you want to be a millionaire. What is that going to give you? So here's the question. When you're done step one, you go to step two. And step two is you got to ask some simple questions such as, what will it give you to achieve this goal? What benefits will you gain? How will you feel? What is the purpose of achieving your goal? These are simple questions that you can ask to identify the purpose, the motivation behind the goal. For example, if somebody says, I want to make $1 million, I'll say, well, what would that give you? What will you do with $1 million? Well, I'll buy a new house, a new car, I'm going to travel around the world, I'm going to do all this, and then get them associated to why they want to make that $1 million. And that's the key to step two, is find the motivation. And step three, once you figure out what you want, why you want it, the last step is you got to make sure that you activate, that you constantly go back to your goal and why you want it by either visualization or reminding them why they want it. So if somebody gets motivated just for one time, doesn't mean the next day they'll be motivated. So you have to have a habit of motivation. Now, a habit of motivation means that you constantly think about what you want and why you want it. Because you can motivate somebody for a day, but if you want to motivate them for months or a year or a long period of time, then you have to create a habit of motivation, which is either doing an incantation like I used to do. I used to repeat to myself, I'll do whatever it takes to make $10,000 per month and provide for my son. Or I'll do whatever it takes to live my ideal life, as I would visualize all the benefits of achieving my goals. And that's a daily ritual. Now, how do you do that to motivate other people? Well, if you run a company, you can have that done in the morning, or you can create that habit with your staff. Have them visualize, explain to them why it's important to get motivated and stay motivated. Because motivation has to be active. You activate your motivation by thinking about what you want and why you want on a daily basis. So these are the 3 steps to motivate other people. Try it and you'll see, because everybody wants something, whether it's more pleasure or less pain or just some desired goal that they have. This is Michael Boldick saying you can do it to your success and happiness. Bye for now.